Pretty sure.
Why not get on one of these? What do you call it? SpaceX things. Go to space.
Oh, I do that. I do that too.
Yeah, but isn't that better? It doesn't being at the top of the mountain not matter anymore when you can go to space.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything
not an
to achieve
because you didn't walk to space.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So if I set up a walking bridge to space, that's what you want.
Yes.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
How about we get you into space and there's a treadmill up there and you can walk around and pretend?
That would be fun. That'd be better than Everest.
I do any of those things. Yeah, I would definitely do that. I genuinely believe I wouldn't have any trouble doing it. Like, it's not like the people who are doing that are 25-year-old professional athletes. It's dentists.
Yeah. I'd want to go to space if I had like a huge amount of control over what our elevation was in the craft, because I'd want to see what stuff looked like.
You get no control.
Yeah, I know I don't get any control. I'm saying, like, this is 200 years in the future when everybody gets up there. It's fucking a day trip and they put you in a pod and you can kind of peek around. Like, I'd want to go way up super high.
I'd want to go to space,
and I want to go way down.
I had nothing to do with controlling the ship. That's critical. If
hey,
they put me in charge.
I got this.
Yeah, when I had a baby, they asked me to cut the umbilical cord, and it's like, me?
Nah.
Jesus Christ, this is a hospital. There's doctors all over.
Yeah.
and you want me?
It's going to be
you pull out your Gladius.
My Leatherman.
It's going to be just like that Titanic sub, man. They're going to hand you the Xbox controller, and you got to pilot your way around.
Okay, I guess I would want it in more of like a go-kart, like a kid's go-kart place where I have a little bit of free reign, but they can pull me back in just in case. Because I'd want to see how mountains and like the topography of the planet looked at wildly different elevations. Like, oh, I'm at this height now, and now I can like I can see that river. Oh, let me look at the little map. Oh, that's the Nile River. That's really cool. Let's go higher up. How high do I have to get until I can't see that at all?
It's Google Earth.
No, but like you'd be up there. You could look.
That's an airplane.
So yeah, but no, you can't see anything fucking cool from the airplane.
You want a personal hovercraft, and you want to go up and down and see the elevation of rivers.
Not just rivers, all of it.
Oh,
I'd want to get high enough that I could see the lines in between the countries.
Cool.
That's a good idea.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
I think I'd want to float around in zero gravity. I'm not like, man, I got to see.
I'm just saying that
looks like at a certain
as it stands right now, I don't feel like going to space you'd even get much out of it. Like, it's so early in the beginning of it. Like, there's no way.
Well, did you see when Shatner went to space? And it was supposed to be like this big PR thing, like about how great space is. And then it was just like, man, that was the most depressing fucking thing in my life.
Why didn't you like it?
Space sucks.
He said
he's like, because you looked at Earth, like, it's the loneliest. We're just on a rock in the middle of nothingness. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Like a fucking crisis up there.
He said something about staring out into the
would be sad
void of it all and realizing how truly alone we were, or something. But here's what I would get out of it. Here's the reasons I would want to go to like the space station, for example. First of all, you're going so goddamn fast, Taylor. Once you're up there, like, I don't know, like thousands of miles per second or some shit. That would be cool. Just like, I went 20,000 miles per fucking hour. It was me in outer space. I'm one of the fastest human beings of all time. There's only been 87 human beings have ever gone as fast as I've gone. That would be fucking cool. Also, the zero-G weightlessness of just like being a kid and doing like spinning barrel roll cartwheel type things in zero gravity and goofing around.
You can do that on
so much fun. Okay, NASA research plane for brief periods of time when they do loop-de-loops. I'm talking about chilling up there with a bottle of water and squirting little orbs of zero-G water at myself and like playing with Jello, doing it for a day or two up there. That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah, okay, that would be cool.
And seeing the Earth from that point of view, that again, only like a few dozen people have ever seen, like looking down and seeing it all, like the whole world from right there through that window would be really.
It sounds cool.
I would like that.
And there's 100% chance that I would make some zero-G vomit as I'm up there in space.
There's a vomit bag for that.
Upside down. There better be a vomit vacuum or something. I'm not sure if that bag gets it done.
You got to use the same thing they put their dicks in to pee. No, Woody, don't use that. That's the cum one.
I thought it was salty.
You looked at it, it's an asshole.
Man, this astronaut ice cream tastes weird. No, Woody, no. Not as chocolatey as I hoped.
But I wouldn't want to be up there long. Like I wouldn't want to be
days.
It fucks up your bones. Days. That's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
like the guys who are on the International Space Station.
Do they get taller?
No, they get weak bones.
But I think they do get taller though, because like their bones start floating away from each other.
Yes,
like
I've heard that.
Like you're losing like the cartilage between your bones because your bones are no longer, this constant downward force on your bones keeping everything together. Like all your limbs are just floating out there.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Straight.
They get less dense because you're not, continuously putting that stress on your bones like you do your muscles. That they heal back from. You're getting very less dense bones, and you're also getting weak as shit.
Your bones could lengthen like a belter.
No,
says NASA's found the height of astronauts increases approximately 3% over your first 4 days in space. So you start
pretty good.
Your height starts going up because your bones are floating away, like they're no longer compressing downward.
Yeah. Especially if you go to the chiropractor first.
You go to the chiropractor and then you double up on your length.
You go to space. You get chiropractor, then space. They stretch you out and then you never go back.
Yeah, but then you're going to come back to Earth and very quickly go back to Earth size.
I mean, I guess so. I don't know how the science works on that one. But one of the things that turns me off is like the whole bathroom and like shower situation up there. Like I saw an astronaut be like, this is how we shampoo. And it's like the shampoo that you don't take out. You just rub this goo in your hair and you're like, all done. And it's like, I'll shave my head. Where do we shave our heads at?
This device is for make believing that we're clean.
Dude, it takes one stinky
sand
guy
in my hair
to ruin everybody's time.
Shampoo.
Oh my god!
I think it's a lot of moist towelettes.
A lot of moist towelettes
and shitting.
That's my
shitting and
move.
Pissing into that bag every time, or not bag, but like that vacuum situation, whatever. Like all that seems so awkward. I can't imagine living up there for months at a time, especially the way we do it. It's not even that sci-fi bullshit where you can kind of move around and there's plenty of elbow room. Like they're in a little closet up there. That thing is tiny.
The whole crew would come back traumatized. Like Woody masturbates a lot.
Woody, use the vacuum bag. It'll make its way back to me.
Woody, at least look out the window while you're here.
You'd have to shoot a lock and load commercial for us while you're up there.
Woody, we're going on a spacewalk. I'm doing stuff. Come on.
Yeah, he was looking at porn on his phone the whole fucking time.
You're supposed to be monitoring the oxygen levels. You're there jerking it.
I wonder the astronauts don't talk about it. I wonder if jerking off in space feels great. I wonder what that's like.
I bet it's a mess.
I was thinking sex would be a problem because most of my techniques involve gravity.
Yeah. You
Velcro that bitch to the wall. She's in trouble.
You Velcro her.
Have they ever confirmed anyone had sex in space? Like,
I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that. 100%. I bet Leonardo DiCaprio flies up there and fucks ladies all the time.
Has, yeah,
you think he does?
He's probably got a spaceship. Yeah. If he doesn't have one, he knows someone that does.
He is cool, and I like him, so I bet he has.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Leo.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I like his style.
You like his style? What else does he? I don't know anything else about him.
He fucks. I know he unapologetically and rides around on his yacht. They'll write a whole they'll do like 30 articles about how dirty old man Leonardo DiCaprio is, and they'll just like find a new one and buy a new yacht and go fuck her on it.
Everyone was talking about Charlie Sheen and his tiger blood. DiCaprio's over there living the life for real.
Yeah,
what do they call themselves? It was like Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, and a couple other guys. They're called like the Pussy Posse or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Tobey Maguire. I didn't guess that.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Donald Trump.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. No, there was that film they made. What was it? Something's Peach or something.
Spider-Man.
No, it was like before.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
No, they made this like weird little like indie film that was just like them hanging out at a diner and talking about like fucking chicks, and then the guy who made it, like all of a sudden, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire like blew up, and their agents were like, "If that film ever comes out, it's going to ruin you." And the guy's like, well, we shot the film. I have the footage. I'm going to put it out. Like, I invested all my money in making it. And they sued the shit out of him so that he couldn't distribute the movie. And it's just young Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire talking about slaying puss.
See, they should have bought the movie.
I think it finally came out somewhere, but it's like 20 years after the fact.
So what you do is you have some subsidiary or some other media company purchase it for you on your behalf, and then you shelf it forever. The UFC did something similar recently. they had somebody buy Bloody Elbow for them and then deleted all the articles about their antitrust shit.
Really?
Yeah.
The movie was called Don's Plum. That was the name of the restaurant that they eat at.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's
2001.
interesting.
There's like a documentary about it, and like basically they said, if you try to release this, we're gonna sue you into the ground. And it's like I forget where I watched this documentary about it, but it was interesting.
And it's very
crazy
religious.
stuff. Hold on.
Wait, did he talk about flat Earth?
Yeah, like flat Earth and not believing in. Look, sometimes when you accidentally misquote someone who's saying some wild, he said something like he doesn't believe in space, or he does like crazy wild shit like that in these interviews with Michael Bisping, who's a serious MMA former fighter, journalist.
What did he say is out there? Dude,
you know what it's like talking to those people. When you corner them, they go like, "That's what you think, huh? That's what they want you to believe."
They should have pressed him harder and be like, "Interesting. What's out there? Fill us in."
I mean, there's a whole video of him talking about it. I don't like that shit. I feel like it's brain rot. I'd rather listen to Warhammer lore and learn about some nonsense that never did happen.
Dude, but you saying the flat Earth thing, like we've talked about before, that when I hear someone say that, that makes me believe they're less sincere. Because
some people believe it. Like all right. So I always say this because I think that people who are smart enough to be able to have a conversation that can prove the Earth is round, like you should be using your brain power elsewhere. Never try to dissuade a flat earther, because they come in two categories, and one of them makes up 90% of them, and that is the trolls.
Yeah,
they love pretending like they don't understand. It's the same thing as me, I don't know how to turn this TV on, and then you watch the guy fiddle with it because there's a secret fucking knob, and you think it's fun to watch him flail about. You're trolling. You're getting a reaction out of them. You're goofing on them. But then there's the other 10%. They're the reason that these things persist beyond just a joke. They are mentally ill and people who are at the far end of the intelligence bell curve. Like they're really far end. Like if they were any dumber, we'd have someone looking out for them. Like they'd be, you know what I mean? Like really diminished people. And they start thinking, they hear someone say, this is one of them things, they don't think you're smart enough to understand. You're like, yeah. People are always saying I'm not smart enough to understand things. Tell me more.
I get that every day.
But not you. You believe in me. Tell me about this flat Earth. They're trying to. They don't want me to know because why don't they want me to know? Those people exist too, and that's what Bryce Mitchell is. Unfortunately, like he's a real dum-dum.
He says he's not. I don't know what the truth. His line is, I don't try to outsmart people. I try to outstupid them. And I say stupid things. And then they get themselves talking in a loop and they're very frustrated. And it's funny to me. That's what he says. I don't know where his truth
is. All right. I need to hear him say that then, because then it's a different story. Then he's in the other category with the rest of them.
Yeah. Then he'd be in the 90% of people trying to instigate a reaction.
I believe that 99% of the people who don't believe birds are real, for example, are having a big joke.
Yeah, that has to be a tongue-in-cheek joke.
All right, another fantasy story. We'll get off the politics a little bit. Here's the good fantasy story. You'll like this one, Taylor. Like the humans are invaded by elves, dwarves, and orcs.
Okay, I'm in.
Turns out all that shit was real, and they exist in another dimension that's like right against our dimension, however that works. Yeah. And they open these portals and fucking invade, and they've got dragons, and they are burning Americans, the Mexican cities. They invade in like Portugal. Day? Yes, it's like modern day. And so like the dwarves are attacking like Southeast Asia, I think, like burning villages, and their dragons are eating people. And I think maybe the elves are in Mexico, and they conquered like already a third of Mexico in this crazy war with their dragons burning everything. And then like the U.S. military shows up and they just kill them all. They've got F-18, so they murder all the dragons.
I was like, dragons have a range of like
it was a coordinated attack. Like
70-foot range attack in air battles is it's nothing.
It's terrible. Great. At first, I'm listening to it and I'm like, damn, I wish our militaries could do something about this. And then they're like, and then the military showed up. And the dwarves couldn't really do much about that because they had machine guns. And
I'm pretty sure the cartels could have handled that.
At the end of the story, they're like, and now I'm in the army, and I'm on a troop transport looking through our own portal at their purple, filthy sky. we're going in. And it's like, oh man, I kind of want to see. That's the kind of movie that I wish that I would actually watch. Like that sounds fun to me. That like the elves and the orcs invaded our realm and they made a huge mistake, like Pearl Harbor, and then like we're just not gonna show mercy.
Well, the movie would be like the elves and the dwarves started invading because the orcs had taken over their homeland, and then there was some sort of stalemate reached, and the agreement was that the modern army would have to go back and join them to fight the orcs, and only then would they stay in their own domain.
No, I want to kill them all. I like to kill them all. I'm feeling very xenophobic of late. That's another thing I like about those Helldiver games in general, just the pure xenophobia of it all. They're like, kill them all, anything that isn't a human. That's one of the things I like about Warhammer too. They're super racist. Just
I don't think it's so xenophobic racist to be like, we should kill these flesh-eating monsters.
I don't know what Latin for hate is, so I don't know what to replace.
It's like we watch like a mantis tearing your friend apart, and you're like, "Oh, get him!" And they're like, "Wow, little intolerant."
Yeah, but even in like Starship Troopers, like, that's the fucking satire of it all, right? That like in Starship Troopers, we started those wars. Like we started the whole thing.
Finished them too.
Did we? How'd we start it in Starship Troopers?
We invaded their star system and attacked them, and then we false flagged them. If you remember in Starship Troopers, the bugs throw an asteroid at us, and they hit Buenos Aires or something like that in South America.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Imagine this. They're from the other side of the galaxy, and we've recently started a war. And somehow they threw a rock at us that should have taken, like, let's just call it 100,000 years, even though it's longer. But it was here in like a week. What happened was they bombed their own people and said, look what the bugs did. And then they have their invasion. It's implied in the movie. There's a lot of
it got past me.
There's just no like how'd they do that? They don't have that. They don't have ships. They live on a planet. Like they're beetle people, like they're crawling around down there and shit. They don't have that capability to throw a rock at Earth. Anyway,
Starship Trooper.
I love Starship Troopers. I watched that one a lot. I even love that there's a lot of satire in the book, but there's so much more heaped on top in the movie. Like they go so far as to make sure they've cast only these pretty, like, beautiful people, because the movie is supposed to be propaganda within propaganda. It's Johnny Rico's like, I don't know, handsome McHandsome guy, and then his girlfriend's like the prettiest girl you've ever seen. And I don't know, they always choose the military. They've got to forget the family. It's about the core.
Dude, I'm siding with pretty humans over bug beasts 1,000,000 times out of 1,000,000. If I was a dirty bug beast, I would side with the bug beasts.
I think that actress's name is Denise Richards. That was prime Denise Richards. She's so fucking attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.